Everybody, I was running around town with the kiddo today, and we stopped in at Half Price Books. Half Price Books, if you don't have them, it is a used bookstore, but they usually have comic books and records and CDs and video games. They got used everything. And so that is actually one of the places I like to go to find back issues. My LCS doesn't have back issues for the most part, other than like a few months back of whatever run they're working on. So not a lot of selection there. So it's either online or maybe I'll get lucky and find one at a Half Price Books. That's kind of where I am. But there are lots of Half Price bookstores, so that's really nice too. Plus, I like hunting. I like looking through and seeing what's out there. So lots of people do new comic book days, and I like to see the new comic books and the new stories and the new covers and seeing the new artists and writers that are coming out. That's a lot of fun. But for me personally, what I usually pick up is stuff that reminds me of when I started reading, like in the late 80s, early 90s. That kind of art style is my jam. And so I'll pick up comic books from characters in that era because I like the stories. Or maybe I'll see a more recent cover that I like a lot. I might pick that up. But yeah, so this is my not so new comic book day haul for the week, or actually for the day. I picked up this Silver Surfer, which I think is awesome. It is Silver Surfer 76 from 1993 January. It is a part one of a 3-part series story by Ron Mars, art by Ron Lim and Tom Christopher. Silver Surfer wonders if he is destined to forever wander the spaceways alone. Then, Jack of Hearts, who is dying, comes to the Surfer for help. Guest starring Firelord, Airwalker, and Jack of Hearts. This was purely a cover buy. I just thought that looks awesome. This Art Germ, it's the C cover. Symbiote Spider-Man in 2019. Cover by Art Germ, written by Peter David, art by Greg Land and Iban Coelho. Yeah, Art Germ. Awesomeness. It's number one. Woo! It's a beauty. Everyone knows that Spider-Man's infamous black suit would someday become the wicked web slinger called Venom. But what happened before Peter Parker discovered the black suit's sinister secret? Find out in this dynamic tale from the comic legends Peter David and Greg Land, set during the original Black Suit saga. This is an all-new tale that pits the wall-crawling wonder against the most mystifying menaces, Mysterio. And of course, gotta get some Star Wars. I'm surprised the kiddo didn't pick out any Star Wars, but I saw this cover and I picked it up. And so I liked the cover, and then also it's Mando number 1. So I'm like, I gotta pick it up. So Star Wars The Mandalorian number 1. This is the H cover. This is the Pride variant from 2022. Cover by Phil Jimenez, written by Rodney Barnes, and art by George Gentry. For the first time, The Mandalorian arrives in comics. The Mandalorian bounty hunter tracks a target for a well-paying, mysterious client. Witness the introduction of Din Djarin and the first meeting between the Mandalorian and the child. Okay, so this one hit me right in the feels. Superman 88 from April 1994. You know it's good because you're advertising NBA Jam on the back. Jam. He's on fire. You know it's going to be good. And it's going to be coming out March 4th. So any day now. I just have a good feeling about that game. This one is super, super fun. Yeah, story by Dan Jurgens, art by Stuart Immonen and Joe Rubenstein. Bizarro is at the mercy of Luthor's scientists, and only Superman and Lois Lane can save him now. Or can they? Dun, dun, dun! All right, so I just could not say no to this one. Look at this cover. Silver Surfer 85, October 1993, hits me right in the feels. Silver Surfer looking awesome. What? What, Storm? There's an X-Men crossover. You know I love it. Wonder Man over here. Who cares about Wonder Man? Storm's in it. She's awesome. Silver Surfer's awesome. Oh, man, I was so pumped about this one. There's a ton of different artists on here, but the story is Ron Marsh. I believe Ron did a whole pretty good run of these. That is so cool. Weak and on the verge of death after releasing all his cosmic energy stored in his body in the last issue, the Silver Surfer must now survive an encounter with the goddess-controlled mutant, Storm, and the Avenger powerhouse, Wonder Man. All right, so Batman and the Outsiders, June 1985. I probably should have left this book. I didn't pay close enough attention. This was the last book. The kiddo was ready to go, and I'm like, yeah, let's go, just grab it. Because I didn't notice that there's a rip right here. The book has seen better days, but I'm going to read it anyway because I read my books, almost all of them, so it's kind of my jam. But it's so weird when I took it out of its sleeve, the bag and board, it had this other cover for Earth 2, the Solomon Grundy #1 from New 52. Very weird. It's just the cover. Just the cover. Bizarre, but I honestly kind of like that. That's kind of fun. So anyway, bonus, I guess, for picking up the beat up comic book. And it is advertising Huffy, which is, the manliest of all bikes, Huffy, the BMX experiments. And this guy is some guy named Stu Thompson. Stu. Don't know bikers. Anyway, so Batman and the Outsiders. I love the art. Like I said, this is right in my wheelhouse for what I enjoy. Halo's buried memories resurface aboard the JLA satellite in, quote, what she is and how she came to be. Halo's origin tales concludes in the next issue. But what I thought was really cool is this is the first time that Alan Davis did art in a book. So Alan Davis #1. So that's kind of fun. And script by Mike Barr. So yeah, very fun. I hope you enjoyed this little montage of my not so new comic book day books. I really, like I said, this is my jam. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you all later. Happy reading. Bye, y'all.